Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and happy cat making day. Together with Monica, Paper Mona and Katerina, we created some free designs for you to celebrate cat making day. And we also have a giveaway for you as well. So I created that autumn leaves mandala and you can get it for free from Buy Me a Coffee website, and all the information and the links are in the description down below. If you don't like to color it in, I also have the colored version as well. And in the giveaway, you can get my full digital collection, Color Your World, including all the design papers, sentiments, SVG files, and PDFs for shaped cards. All you have to do is to like, comment, and subscribe to our 3 channels. Use our free designs and create one of the fancy folds you can see here. So you can create a joy fold card, easel card, gate fold card, Dutch fold card, Z fold card, pinwheel card, bridge fold card, twist and pop card, never ending card, or front panel card. And don't forget about that hashtag Cat Making Day Challenge 2023. And in the description down below, I also have my email address where I want you to send your project there so we can see them. And the deadline is the end of October. So in my video today, I'm going to create a Dutch fold card. So I've got 11 inches by 10 inches white card, and I'm going to show you step by step how to create it. So I'm going to score it at 2.5 inch all the way down, and then I'm going to score it at 7.5 inches all the way down as well. Now I'm going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to score it at 7 inches all the way down, and then 3.5 inch up to the first score line. And when this is ready, I'm going to turn my card 180 degrees, and I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to score it 3.5 until the first score line. When this is ready, we've got the card base, but we need to use scissors to get rid of some of the panels. So I'm going to cut 2 from the top and 2 from the bottom. As you can see, this card base is super easy to create the Dutch fold card. If you've never ever created this fancy fold, I do encourage you to give it a go. And don't forget about our free design, because they are absolutely amazing. Now it is time to fold and burnish all those score lines, and our card base is ready. All we have to do now is to decide how do we want to decorate it. And for today's project, I decided to use my autumn leaf mandala. But first, let's create some mats and layers. So I'm going to start from the top, and I've got 3.75 by 4.75, and then the smaller panel will be 3.5 by 4.5 inch. And now it will be time to decorate it and add a little bit of color. And I've got a combination of some alcohol inks today and distress oxide inks. And I thought that would be perfect to create that autumn feel vibes. So first I'm going to start with alcohol marker, and as you can see, I'm going to color in the whole element. If you want, you can also use some brown cut as well. Have you ever created Dutch fold cards? If you haven't, I really hope you will give it a go. And I have to say that Katerina has a totally different fancy fold for you, the same with Monica. So don't forget to check all the links in the description down below. And I'll leave those 2 videos at the end here as well, so you don't want to miss them. So when this is ready, I decided to add some distress oxide inks and distress inks on this panel, but we only have to do it on the very edge, because we want to create a nice border. So if the ink blending here is not perfect, do not worry, that is not a problem. If you're interested in any of the products here, I left the links in the description down below. So as you can see, I'm applying all those autumn colors here. So I've got some yellow, orange, red, also brown and green, because when I think about autumn, these are the colors that come to my mind. And this is super easy to create. How often do you create autumn projects? And if you do have your favorite, please let me know in the comments down below. So, as you can see, this one is nearly finished. All we have to do now is to use our glue to put those two elements together, and our front panel will be ready. So I've got my magic glue and I'm going to apply it on the back because it gives me that time to maneuver the elements. And as you can see, no one will ever see if that ink blending is not perfect. So it's going to fit beautifully here. If you want to get also measurements for that Dutch fold cut, I also have a PDF on Buy Me a Coffee website where you can get it for free as well. Now we have to create those side panels. And first I'm going to need 2¼ by 3¼ panel, and I need 2 of those. And when this is ready, we have to apply any color that we want. And again, I'm going to use my scrap paper and use the same brown alcohol marker here to give me that border. And at this point, I decided to use one of my mandalas that I already colored in. And I actually photocopied it as well, and I printed it on a card. So this is the trick for you. So when this is ready, I'm going to use my mandala here, and I'm going to cut it in half and create 2 panels. So they will measure 2 by 3 inches, and they will go in the corners. So what do you think about this? Because with mandala you can do so much. And now I decided to use different alcohol marker, slightly lighter brown color, and I'm going to color in all the elements here. So we won't have any white showing. And this is a trick for you if you want to create very beautiful elements for your project, especially with hand-drawn mandala designs. You can also use some black as well, and then you can put black cut underneath. So no one will ever know that this was not colored. Super quick trick, right? And when this is ready, I'm going to apply it on my card using the same magic glue. And if you want to get this free design papers with mandala and also the colored one, please check the information in the description down below. And don't forget to like this video. Also, like Katarina's and Monica's as well, comment under our videos and subscribe to our channels if you want to take part in that giveaway. And I really think it is worth it. All you have to do is to use our free design papers or mandala or digistamp, and you can check who created what. Use that hashtag Cardmaking Day Challenge 2023, create your fancy fold and send me an email. And trust me, it is such an amazing giveaway because today we do have that card making day, so we decided to celebrate it with you. That's why we want to create all our fancy folds together with you. And if you like them, that would be absolutely amazing if you can share them on your social media as well. So now I'm going to decorate the inside of the card, and I'm going to create 2 panels. So the first one is 4¾ by 6¾ and then the smaller one is 4½ by 6½ inch. And as you can see, the whole card together will be 5 by 7 inches and it will go flat in the envelope. So using the same brown alcohol marker, I'm creating a border on the bigger panel. And now, when this is ready, I'm also going to use the same Distress Oxide inks and inks to create that smaller panel. And don't forget, the ink blending does not have to be perfect. It doesn't really matter. All you have to do is to have fun, because that's why we create handmade cards, right? And how often do you create your own backgrounds for your projects? I'm really curious. Do you use inks or maybe you use some sprays as well? What is your preferred method? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also have to say that Katarina created a really cool card, and the same with Monica. And I really hope you enjoy watching all our 3 videos, because every single one of us created something completely different using all the fancy folds you saw earlier. And if you want to get the list of the fancy folds you can use, all the information is in the description down below. So as you can see with the ink blending, I'm not trying very hard to make it perfect, because later on I'm going to use some leaves from my mandala design. So don't forget, it can be whatever you want. all you have to do is just to have fun. And as you can see, actually, that combination of brown, yellow, orange, red, and green really gives me that autumn vibes. And to be honest, the weather today feels like summer, but in the end, it's autumn is coming, and I really like all those warm colors. So, when this is ready, it will be time to add here our element inside of the card. And at this point, I thought I really like it, but let's decorate the front even more. And as I told you, if you get the free designs, you can print them. And with Mandala, you can print it as many times as you want. And the same with all the other digital designs we created for you. So now let's create the front focal element. So I use the same colored mandala and I use my craft knife as well to cut some of the elements inside. And just to make sure we don't really see the background underneath, I'm going to use the same brown alcohol marker just to fill the white spaces. And this way it will look professionally finished and it will look like I cut all those inside elements. But to be honest, I didn't because they were too tiny to use a craft knife. And when this is ready, then I'm going to use some double-sided foam adhesive for extra dimension. And I really think that makes a difference on our cards. So if you like the autumn colors, I really hope you will take part in our giveaway to celebrate Card Making Day. So now I'm going to use some double-sided foam here, and it is super easy. All you have to do is to remember to use a little bit of liquid glue, then double-sided foam adhesive, peel off the backing, and use a little bit of liquid glue as well. So this way, this panel will last forever. And that's exactly what we want when it comes to handmade cards, right? So when this is ready, it will be put at the front of the card. And at this point, I thought I really like all the colors here and the ombre effect, especially on the borders here. But it is time to add even more leaves inside. So I fussy cut them here and you can see them on the left hand side. So now I'm going to use my liquid glue and put them inside. And here you can create any composition or layout that you want. I just went with the flow and I tried to create, let's say, symmetrical pattern, but you can do whatever you want. And as you can see with all those leaves, you also have different color combos, which I think is really cool. Because when you go outside during autumn, every single leaf is different. They are so pretty with all those warm colors. So that's why I created that leaf mandala. Have you ever used mandalas for your card making or other paper craft projects? If you haven't, I really hope you'll give it a go because it is so much fun to create. So now when this is ready, we need to create a sentiment for the front of a card. But I also wanted to use those 4 small leaves in the corners at the front panel. And for this card, as it is autumn, I decided to use a thank you sentiment and I die cut it from gold matte card. And I think that really stands proudly here at the front of a card. And when this is ready, all we have to do now is to use one of the best things ever. And if you follow my channel for some time, you know what I mean. I need some gold gems just to add a little bit of sparkle on the card. And the card is complete. So what do you think about this autumn themed Dutch fold card? Would you like to give it a go? I really hope you will. As you can see, there is plenty of space to write your message on the back and it stands proudly on a flat surface. So, thank you so much for watching and don't forget to use our hashtag CardMakingDay Challenge 2023. And don't forget to check Monica's and Katarina's videos, which you can see here. And all the information about the giveaway is in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and I really hope you'll feel inspired to celebrate that card making day. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting! Bye for now!